Fellow bears, beautiful people, and crazy psycho knife enthusiasts alike. Alan with Primitive Bear Knives here. And yes, I am one of those crazy psycho knife enthusiasts. Today we're going to be checking out the Marshall by the Wizard Forge. Here we are at our state-of-the-art testing facility, also known as Wonky Log. We're going to do our normal bushcraft tasks to start off the Marshall by Wizard Forge. Never baton more than what your knife can handle, and this is kind of pushing it, but we're going to do it anyway. Split that down pretty nicely, pretty easily, without problem, which I kind of expected it to do that extremely well, extremely easily, considering the saber grind on this thing. We'll do a couple more batons, batoning the woods, a little bit smaller pieces. And you know what? Let's do a quick cross baton here. See if I can. It pretty much just shattered that piece of wood instead of cross baton splitting it. All right, let's go ahead and do some feathers. So it handles batoning quite well despite its 3.5 inch overall blade length and size. Let me adjust this camera. All right. Now, if you've been following me or this channel for a while now, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of the smaller sized knives. So this is right up my alley. The overall 7.5 inches, I think it is 7 1/4, 7.5, something like that. I'll put it down here in the screen right here on the overall size, because I can't remember. It's 7 and something with the 3.5 inch blade. The cutting edge I do know is 3.25 inches in the cutting edge though. When you give it the fist or hammer grip, whatever you want to call it, it's very comfortable. When you take your thumb up on top, it's very comfortable. Those are some pretty nice feathers right there. Now, I'm not going to do any spine scraping because I don't know if you can see it on here or not. It's got a texturing along the spine. So it's not squared off, so it's not going to scrape a ferro rod by any means whatsoever. But that texturing back here, it does make it really comfortable on the thumb. I wonder if I could convince him to do the texturing halfway down the spine, you know, from here to about there, just where your thumb goes, and then leaving this portion right here squared away. Wonder if I could convince him of that. Maybe do a couple like that. We'll have to give that a try and see what he says. But regardless, it does handle batoning as long as you're batoning within its means, I guess you could say. And it does feather stick pretty doggone well. And it's nice and comfortable in hand as you're doing it. So there we go. We'll throw that in the fire. We don't need it anymore. The next thing I want to try is to carve out a steak. We'll go ahead and carve a point on here. It handles very well with carving. That's why I like these smaller blades. They're a lot easier to handle than the larger. That's a nice fine point on there. All right, let's go ahead and notch it out. Just a simple, easy notch. There we go. Did quick work of that, which is absolutely fantastic. All right, one last thing we're gonna do with this portion of the demo of the Marshall by Wizard Forge is the bow drill divot. Let me take the bark off of this. Well, I could probably just peel that bark off, huh? Ha ha! Nice and clean. Let's get in there. Let's make that divot. This is the best way for tip testing, in my opinion. It's got really good control while carving that out. It's fantastic. Let's see how we drill that out. Looks pretty good. Worked out fantastic. I almost made it all the way through. There we go, I did make it all the way through. You can see through. Smoke always chases the kids. That's what it does. Look at the hole we put through there. That's fantastic. I can see y'all. All right. Yeah, so it can handle your camp chores quite well, if you ask me.
At least all of you will.
So here's a task I don't recommend doing with your knife. However, a lot of people love to do it. And that's throwing it. All right, try number 2. Wow, incredible. Can't believe I did it. Let's see if I can do it one more time. I can't believe I did it again, too. Should I push my luck and do it one more time? I don't know, that wind might throw it off a little bit. Yep, that didn't work out. All right, last attempt. I got it twice already. If I don't get it this time, then we're gonna move on. Didn't get it. One of the many tasks that I use my knives for is cutting the tape off of knives. So I'm really rough when it comes to that, because at that point you're running your edge along a hardened spine. Some are easier than others, some are harder than others to do. Just as a quick demonstration, one of the other tasks that I use my EDC blades for is cutting up weed eater string during the summer. Right now we're in the winter months, so although South Carolina doesn't really have much of a winter, the part of South Carolina that I'm in, it has been cold these past couple weeks. So I don't really have a need for this, but we're going to do it anyway. We'll just cut up some small pieces. That way I'm not wasting a whole lot of my weed eater string. So it's very, very good, very comfortable to use, and gets the job done how you need the job to be gotten done. Handles weed eater string perfectly fine, which means it'll handle zip ties perfectly fine. But here's another task we'll put the Marshall through. This is like a kind of like a ratchet strap. It's the same material as a ratchet strap, same material as, let's say, a seat belt, except for this is a little bit thicker. And now be mindful that this edge has not been touched up at all, and it is a shorter blade, so it might not slice through it perfectly. Yeah, about halfway through is what I expected. But it's still cutting through it. Now I wonder how well it would do if I were to touch up the edge and give it a fresh edge. Alright, I just stropped it up, and let's see if it slices any better. Oh, it almost made it through all the way. Alright, let's see if I could slice this can in half without busting my knuckle on anything. So here's some of the other cuts with it. And they're not very big because I'm always scared that I'm gonna bust my knuckle when I go to slice. So let's see if we can do this without busting my knuckle. Hello, little lady.
Hello.
Can I do it without busting my knuckle?
I don't know.
You're supposed to say yes.
Yes.
All right, there we go. That one worked. No knuckle busting on that one. What you think? Good?
Yeah.
All right, scoot over, please. Sheesh. Girl's always got to be there. Adorable little thing. Oh, hey, look at you. You made it to the end of this video. Now you are a real trooper. Now, I know what you're wondering. Alan, is the Marshall by the Wizard Forge worth it? Absolutely. At least in my opinion. The ADCR V2, I absolutely love. Now, that's just my opinion, and I know not everybody loves ADCR V2, but I do. So therefore, I think it's worth it. With that being said, it's also a very capable EDC-sized knife. It can take whatever you throw at it within reason, or whatever you throw it at, I guess, if you want to look at it in that direction as well. So yes, I do recommend the Marshall by the Wizard Forge. And not only that, but Oz and Jessica, they're really great people. If you don't know who they are, if you don't follow them on Instagram, I will drop their Instagram down below in the description box, as well as their website, and I would highly recommend you go and check them out. Great people, great knife maker, just all overall great tools. And I didn't touch on this, but his sheaths, man, they are spot on beautiful. They are. I mean, that thing holds well. So let's listen to it click. Yeah. That's music to my ears right there. All right, with that being said, my phone is flying all over the place. We're going to go ahead and hop off of here, and I want everybody to take it easy. Have a fantastic day. You guys are getting ready to disappear if the wind blows any harder. And I just want you to enjoy your life.